Morning Room 32. I'm going to go ahead and get our lesson going today. Today we're doing Module 11.6, Number, Reinforcing Rounding with 5-digit Numbers. All right, first of all, we have 3 different numbers here to be rounded. It says round 450 to the nearest 100. All right, the first thing we need to do is look at the hundreds place value. We're going to do that right here. And then it says we have 5 in the tens place value. So when it's 5 or greater, we're going to round up. So 450 becomes 500. All right. Now, it says round 1,245 to the nearest 10. So we're going to go ahead and look here at the tens place value and look over here at the ones place value. So we see it ends in a 5. We're going to round up again. So this number rounds to 1,250. All right. And now it says round 28,950 to the nearest hundreds. So we're going to look at the hundreds place value this time and look over here at the tens place value. Now, if we round up, 9 becomes 10. So what does that mean? We're going to actually go and round this up to 9 in the thousands place. These become zeros. Oh, you know what? Yep. I just want to make sure I didn't quite get that confusing for you. All right, so it becomes 29,000. So because when rounding the up to the nearest 100, the next 100 is actually makes it jump into the thousands place value. Because if we add 100 more to 900, we get 1,000. So the thousands place value is affected also in this particular rounding. All right. Now, on our slide here, we have the number 32,776. And when we look at this number, how would you round this number to the nearest 10? Well, first of all, you need to look at the tens place value, right? And then we look at the number in the ones place value. It's greater than 5, so we know we would round this up to this becomes an 8, and this goes to 0. So our new number is actually going to be 32,780. All right, now my numbers aren't perfect there. All right, so this is asking us if we were to round, we round to 32,770 or 32,780. If we use the number line to help us here, check this out. We could place 32,770 here, and we could place 32,780 over here. If that was the 5 mark, this would fall right here, right? So this would be 32,776. So we're going to round it up, all right? Just to give you a visual using a number line to help you with that, all right? Now, next we have this next slide. It shows 32,776. And if we were to round this number to the nearest 100, let's take a peek at that. If we were to round this to the nearest 100, all right? So this time we're looking at the hundreds place value, and we can see the tens place value has a 7. All right, again, if we use that number line, okay, drew that number line right there, and we put 32,000, oops, my comma there, 700 and 32,800. And then we placed, this would be somewhere about here, 32,776. you can see that it would round up to 32,800. Now, what if we wanted to round to the nearest 1,000? So let's do another number line up here. All right, and we did 32,000 on this side, and we did 33,000 on this side. And then if we were to place this number, it's going to fall somewhere about here, 32,776. All right. Again, you can see when we look at the hundreds place value or the thousands place value, and we look over to the hundreds place value, the 7 is greater than 5. So we're going to round up here to 33,000. Okay. Hopefully that little review reinforces kind of what we did on Friday's lesson. And let's move on now. I'm going to go ahead and move us forward. I need to move myself over here. Sorry about having to move you in the middle of our lesson here, but it was in the way of my cursor. All right. So we're going to look here at our step in. So what is the price of this car? $31,427. All right. The retailer has decided to round this price to the nearest $100. All right. So if we were to do that, what is the new price of the car and how do you know? So first of all, if we were to go ahead and draw a number line, let me get that number line right here. Draw a number line, right? And we were to go ahead and put this number here, 31,400 over here. Oops, sorry, I got that line, sorry. 31,000, sorry. Let me erase that. That got messy. Sorry, guys. Let's try this. I want this to be clean. I don't want to get you confused. 31,500, right? So if we were to place this number here, it's going to fall somewhere right about here, 31,427. So we can see that in the tens place value, we have 2 tens. So we're actually going to round this to the nearest 100 to 31,400. You're going to see something says, what did you look at to round? We looked at the 10. We started with the hundreds, right? And then we looked over at the tens place, right? The next lowest place value. And then we followed the steps where it says, if the digit in that place is greater than or equal to 5, then the number is rounded up, right? But in this particular case, it was less than, right? So how could you use the same thinking to round 42,753 to the nearest 100? So same thing. We're going to look here at the 100 first, and then look right to the side of it in the tens place value. So it's 5. If it's 5 or greater, we're going to round it up. So this new number would round up to 42,800. All right. Hopefully that was another little help for you there. Let's jump into your work pages. So let's go to the single page view here. My mouse hasn't been very cooperative today. I apologize. I don't know if my batteries are dying, but it has not been very cooperative. So it says round each price to the nearest $10. So we're rounding to what number? The nearest 10. All right. So you're going to look at the tens place value. Oops, let me get my pen on. Round to the tens place value. So 89. When we look over, there's a 9 in the ones place value. It's going to round up so that 8 becomes 9, right? So that's 27,690. All right, I'll let you do the rest of those on your own. Let's look at page 2. Take a peek here at page 2. Page 2 has us rounding the nearest hundreds. I'll do the first one with you. So if we look here at the hundreds place, we look right next door over in the ones. It has the tens, excuse me. It has 0, so that number is going to round to 35,000. 300. All right. Down here below, it wants you to round both to the tens and the hundreds with each one of these numbers. And then it says Carmen rounds a number to the nearest 10. Her answer is 26,000. Then she rounds the same number to the nearest 100. Her answer is 26,000. She then rounds the same number to the nearest 1,000. Her answer is 26,000. Write 5 possible numbers Carmen could have rounded. And if you need some workspace to show how you do that, go ahead and do that. All right, guys, good luck. I'll see you later on in Zoom. And that's a wrap for this lesson right here.